Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode here on the Talk Daily. Hopefully, you have a good one wherever you're out there. Today, we're going to be talking about a vehicle that requires absolutely no introduction. That is the BMW M3, and specifically the Competition xDrive. Now, before I get any further, I'm getting my information from an article from Car and Driver, and the article written by David Beard. So, as always, I have a link to everything I show you in the description below. So, what? I think this car is magnificent. I think this car is it's done. It's done. I mean, first and foremost, you get four doors. You get a sedan, which is by now is a rarity. You want to stand out? Would not go with an SUV. I would go with a sedan. There's a lot more SUVs on the road, fewer sedans, and fewer sedans that are just capable of delivering absolute vicious performance and luxury and comfort and I don't want to say the word versatility, but it, you can adjust it to the way you want it. You can go on the menu and you can adjust everything from the light dimming to how hard the suspension is, how quickly the transmission shift. It gives you a lot of customization. Literally, it suits your own, whatever your own style would be. And this is the 50-year edition, the 50 Jahre. Jahre means year in German. Now, it's, again, it just brings the price up a little bit more, but also adds to the value of the vehicle. And if you're a BMW fan, you're obviously going to be really excited to own one of those because, it's the one that BMW actually put a lot of, not want to say special parts, but yeah, they actually like tuned it a little bit more, give you even more lure. Now, I just think it's fantastic. They're saying the price $96,695. So let's say $100,000 vehicle. It is $100,000 vehicle. I mean, just look at it. I mean, even the exhaust has like a carbon fiber protective. Well, not a protective, but kind of just like a little carbon fiber cover to it. The dual tip exhaust. I'll show you the picture of it. Everything about this car is. Look at the interior. Look at the seat. Look at that. Like, to me, to be honest with you, it's I like it. I like sporty. I will sacrifice comfort for sport. I know. For the long drive, for the long haul, you want it's comfortable. Okay, I understand that. I know that sport cars don't work on the street. Race cars don't work on the street. But I think this is just enough. Just enough amount of sportiness, but it's not to the point where it's uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm familiar with BMW and their suspension being always uncomfortable, no matter how you set it when you go to that sport mode. But the competition package that is, but you can live with, and that's what I was talking about. Look, even those little details I love. I mean, that's the thing you used to do back in the day with aftermarket, but now it just comes done from the manufacturer. I mean, that exhaust around, I love it. That carbon fiber around the exhaust is just what a nice touch. The whole car is full of those little nice touches. Again, the front of the vehicle, I think we're past that stage now when people don't like the way it looks. I think it grows on you. And again, you see that little homage to the BMW. What was it like in the 70s racing? I made a video about that. You can check it out when the BMW was talking about that badge and the colors of it. But anyways, I think it's fantastic. And by the way, you see that tradition also in the wheels right there, the wheel hub. There you go. Look at this thing. Everything about this picture is just screams top of the line. I mean, you get carbon fiber brakes, two-piece rotor. Look at the calipers. Honestly, when I see these things, I spend the youth of my days modifying cars. And when you look at this, you're like, you know what? All that is done. I mean, there's nothing wrong with modifying cars and whatnot. But when you see things like this, like, you know what, man, just save up, buy this. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done from the factory and it's done correctly. Like everything matches. Like it's not like this wheel's gonna break off, one of the rims gonna break off because it's a knockoff wheel, or the hub is too close or too far, and you're gonna have it's gonna rub your suspension. None of that waste of time you have to deal with. Not like the brakes are not good enough, or we're too strong, or the ABS not gonna cope. This is everything works beautiful. And look at these seats. Can you go get carbon fiber, I don't know, Recaro seat, Brit seats, whatever? Yeah, of course you can. But look at these. These are from BMW. They're done. They're fantastic. I think it's gorgeous. It's all gorgeous. And again, it incorporates safety, by the way. These seats will have airbags, it have side curtain airbags, have all the goodies. And look at the engine bay. That's the typical BMW. I love it. I mean, I still have the plastic cover on it, but it doesn't really bother me as much as it used to. Um, Again, what is there to say? I mean, I can't find anything negative. It still looks like a BMW to me. It is still the same inline-six that produces something like bonkers 500 horsepower. Of course, it's just that the special edition, but look at all the reinforcement and the bracing. This car is done. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love this vehicle. I love it. The rear seat, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be as comfortable as the front seat as far as ergonomics, but it's good. And look, you get the little BMW like touch on the seat. Again, this is 50-year edition. Look at that M3 Competition, and I love this color, by the way. Oh yeah, this car is just nothing but all business. It's nothing but business. Is beautiful. Again, I can't get enough of the interior. And look at that button. I'll show it to you in a second. On the steering wheel. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there's no manual. Honestly, we're done. I'm done talking about manual. If you're still talking about manual, saying manual is great, I don't want to have a conversation anymore. Yeah, I personally have a manual car. I think it's fun, but when you get to that level, having a manual is just it makes no sense. It's like having the best ammunition, but you still have bolt action rifle. It's like, okay, look, it's bolt action rifle is great, but you're not gonna get the same rate to fire as you're gonna get with an automatic, and the same thing comes out of cars. Manual is great, but this I hesitate to call automatic because the word automatic that tends to well, at least for me, for my generation, like a torque converter. That's done. This does not have that. This transmission is so clever, so smart. It works very fast. Oh, look at the display. Oh my god! And we know what's crazy about this car. You can see the 4-wheel drive. This car goes 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive as it needs, as it sees fit. I think the performance you extract out of this car is so above what I would think the road is capable of. These things are becoming really a machine for the racetrack that just works on the road. Look at that. You don't like this button right there, the M. You press that and you're in M mode. I love this car. Look at that. Oh my god. And it's obvious for the shifters, and I don't know. It's fantastic. So let's look at the highlight of this whole story. So they talk about it. Now, saying the beneath the purple skin, specific to this commemorative edition 50 Jahre that celebrated the half century of BMW M division and shared by all M competition model, is 503 horsepower twin turbo 3.0 liter inline-six with launch control engage and boost holding above 15 psi, the quickest ever 3 Series leaps to 30 miles an hour in 1 second and 60 miles an hour in 2.8 seconds. Yeah. Okay, if you have a Tesla, I understand electric cars. We're not doing that comparison. I'm just saying that what this car is capable of doing. The quarter mile passes 11 seconds at 124 miles an hour. Just understand this. This is a 4-door car that's doing that, okay? A full size. I don't know what the word full size. I don't know. I mean, to me, it's like 4 doors. You can fit 4 people in it, okay? And it has a trunk. So, more Ultima size, whatever you want to call those size. It's to me, it's just a sedan. It's fantastic. It's not the M5. It's not as big as the M5, but to me, this is just the right size for me. God, look at it. It does all that, and it has a warranty, and it has all the amenities you want from a daily driver. I don't know, regular car. The all-wheel drive comes standard on the 50-year Jahre and can be had on any other M3 competition for $4,000 extra. It adds roughly 150 pounds. That's probably the differential, the drive shaft, and the axles to the curb weight. But the additional traction helps 50 Jahre clobber its rear drive counterpart by 0.7 and 0.6 seconds in a 60 mile per hour quarter mile. Of course, because you have more traction. Respectively, the beauty of the Competition xDrive mode is that it offers the best of both worlds. That's the one I was talking about. The all-wheel drive for supercar grade acceleration, and decoupling of the front axle enable the real drive mode for power oversteer shenanigans. this car is done. It's done. If you have the money and if it's not a financially an issue for you, and I'll say take the leap and go get this car. Um, this car is far more exciting than I don't know what car you're gonna compare this to. Look at the interior of this car, and you tell me, yeah, I understand some other cars are faster, electric cars, but look at this car. Look, you have red buttons here. Look how bonkers and how beautiful it is, and I love it. I love this car. It comes with Michelin Pilot Sport Cup R2R, and it's, if you don't know what that is, that's pretty much R compounds. Those are the tires. Like R comps, I keep mentioning R comps. If you don't know, I tend to do that a lot. I talk about things that I assume people know because I'm getting old, and mine, someone younger than me, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" R comps. R comps tires are really, really, really sticky. It's borderline what is DOT allowable on the road. Beyond that will be just track tires, or just not road legal because they don't have any way of pushing water out of the road and etc. They just fall under a different category. So these things are the closest you're gonna get to road legal race tires. The closest R comps. Not this brand, but R comps in general, and they go in severity as far as wear and how much heat, and now how many times you could heat them up. They get hot and cold, hot and cold. Sometimes this can go off. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent. We'll make a different video about tires. You can talk about that for for an hours. Anyways, but these things are top of the line. There's the Michelin Pilot Cup 2R. There's the Goodyear, I forget a Goodyear, and there's the Trofeos. They're basically like, these tires are so stupid expensive, but they're worth it. They're very much worth it. So what else is there? So it's saying nothing in the segment comes close to the M3 Competition xDrive acceleration, which is plays in a world with Porsche 911s. Chevy Corvette isn't far from the 627 horsepower BMW M5 CS. Seriously quick, furthering its super sedan status is a 1.3G skid pad. Aided by $8,500 carbon ceramic brake package, the 70 mile per hour in 153 feet and 100 miles per hour in 297 feet. That's basically when you stomp on the brakes and you're doing 100 miles an hour. There's cars out there and do 100 miles an hour, you stomp on the brake, the car will lose control. I mean, they won't even stop, they just lock up and just do just keep skidding. This car just stops. Again, it's fantastic. That's not one thing about the carbon ceramic is repetitive use. It really gives you that number. Of course, it will fluctuate, but not that much. If you have, let's just say have steel rotors and your average brake pads, that might continuously work, but your brake fluid might boil over and then your pedal feel just keeps dropping. None of these problems here. This thing just works. It just constantly works. Of course, everything has the lifespan, a breaking point. Okay, I'm not saying that you take this 24-hour Le Mans and you just keep racing and nothing's gonna go bad. But I mean, respectively for what you're getting for the weekend racer, I don't see any issues. Anyway, sometime behind the wheels of the BMW M4 CLS has us wondering, and as car and driver, what the competition xDrive might be capable of if it were equipped with the CLS sticky Michelin Pilot Sport. Okay, so it doesn't have that. But you always can put tires on your car. Okay, you can always put tires. So this is 1.3 skip pad. So let's see what tires it comes with. Because now I am curious what tires it comes with. Engine, price, transmission, chassis. Okay, Pirelli Zero PZ4. That's the tires it comes with. 275 in the front, 285 in the rears, and then 19 in the front, 20 in the rear. The P0s are also good, but they're not as good as the Michelin Pilot Cup 2R. I think these are way. I think these things will just melt. These tires will literally just melt. But you can install them. Hey. So anyway, so they're talking about these tires are, after all, direct fitment tire and available from Tire Rack for $1,836. So absolutely, you can totally put these tires on. I think that's probably the only upgrade you can do, but I mean, it's not bad. 1.3G, it's excellent for a tire that will probably last a lot longer than the Michelin Pilot Cup, which they're hailing to be fantastic, which it is. So what else is there? The comfort setting. The M3 Competition xDrive is a livable place for daily consumption. I totally agree. The sharpest impact river rate up front, 19-inch and 20-inch rear. We talked about that. So you get the $4,500 carbon fiber bucket seats. The super supportive seats are somewhat tricky to enter and exit, yet provide surprising amount of comfort. See, I have bucket seats in my car, and they're legit. They're they're Recaros, they're nice bucket seats, and I cannot say that about. I understand totally getting into them; it's tricky, but the surprising amount of comfort, they're not that comfortable. So remember, these things even have airbags. I mean, I think it's fantastic. It's fantastic. If you don't know, bucket seats are very. I don't want to have in my car. Look, man, I have to be honest with you. Going to the track after an hour just to get to the track, an hour and a half. Oh man. That's why I want to get a trailer and put my car in it, because it's really, I don't want to drive my track car to the track. It's not fun. But this, you could take it to the track. You could take it to the drive-through. It's no problem. As with all 2023 3 Series, the M3 interior is treated to BMW curved display. They incorporate 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, and 14.9-inch touch screen. Again, I always give credit to Tesla when I see this. I mean, Tesla did a lot of amazing things. I'm not saying that someone else didn't have the same idea, but that display is always see it. I remember Tesla, with the big iPad in the middle, and now everybody's doing the same thing. And although it's not in the center, it maintained that visual, the BMW interior. I think it's nice. I have no issues with it. It's informative. It's not obstructive, and it allows you to still have the basic buttons, to change, whatever air conditioning, whatever you need to do. Because I still like the manual buttons. I'm not a big fan when everything is digital. It's good, but it's kind of distracting. It's just my opinion. Now, what else is there? The iDrive operating system replaces most of the physical button for the Havoc and radio controls with not so intuitive infotainment menu structure. Oh, I was just talking about that. No. So I guess it does replaces the physical button. That makes a thumbs down for me. I'm old school, man. When I'm driving, I just want to press a button. But hey, as with everything, you get used to it. It is what it is. BMW promised to solve these teething issues by improving the layout. Okay. So I guess they already know. Look, those engineers working at these companies, they're not stupid. They know what's up. Perhaps the fact that this 5-seat sleeper returns 27 miles per gallon. Oh my God. It gives. This is ridiculous. At 70 miles per hour. Okay. At 75 mile per hour, it gives you 27 mpg out of 3.0, giving you a 500 plus horsepower. I salute you. Well done. The starting price is $83,595. Look, if you don't know, if you're looking for these starting prices and you're wondering, nobody has them at a dealership, because car manufacturers are really not going to make a base model, or at least the dealer is not going to order one from the manufacturer and the base model. They don't make that much money off of it. So they'll probably just get the car with some upgrades. So you're probably not going to find that price. But that's what the manufacturer says if you want to get it bare bone. Good luck finding one that's going to be in bare bone. And due to, I don't think, do they still have a supply shortage? It is what it is. Yeah, so they're probably going to make cars already have goodies on it before they make cars that don't have any goodies on. Anyway, so starting at $83,595, the M3 Competition drive delivers outstanding performance for its money. I couldn't agree anymore. The addition of 50 Jahre comes standard with carbon fiber splitter, deck lid spoiler, titanium tailpipe trimmed with carbon fiber, M Sport seats, a 50 Jahre-specific carry-on suitcase. What? It gets the suitcase. Where's the picture of the suitcase? The executive and parking assist package. Ooh. An adaptive LED headlight with laser light, wireless device charging and standard, and M shadow line trim. Swelling the window sticker up to 96,695. 100K. The only extra cost option are the aforementioned carbon fiber seats and carbon ceramic brakes. I would get them. But it's time at the top. M3 hierarchy will be limited. The lighter 2023 M3 CS with extra 40 horsepower and Michelin Pilot Cup Sport 2 tires arrives in the second half of the year. What are the CS? $36,000, 100. Ooh, man. So the CS comes at a whopping almost $40,000 extra, for $36,000 extra. And it gives you 40 more horsepower, and it comes with a Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. I, only you can make the call. I personally would get, I don't know whichever of them. They're all fantastic. And changes economically sound decision remain unknown, but it's certainly a contest in this road. Anyways, it's fantastic. Front engine, rear-wheel drive, 5-passenger, 4-door sedan at a weight of 3,929. That's just 4,000 pounds. Giving you 0 to 60. Let's see the specs. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, 100 miles an hour in 7 seconds, quarter mile in 11 at 124. That's crazy. If you rolling start 5 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. Top gear 30 to 50 in 2.4. Anyway, you can just nerd out on all the details. I think I'm not gonna read all these things, but I love this machine. I truly do. I think it's not so crazy, and of course you can get different colors and whatnot, so you can get it in like whatever color you want. You want to stand out, or you don't want to stand out, whatever. I think it's very stealthy. It's extremely stealthy. I love this little accent. I love the way it looks. I can't fault it. I'm trying. Where's the other fault? Yeah, I guess the buttons. Like, but I mean, right there, there's the defroster and rear defroster. There's a power button here. I mean, the iDrive you get used to. I truly believe you get used to most everything in life. That's what makes us, very successful species on planet Earth. That we adapt. So you can't just say, I don't want to adapt. Well, then you're done. So adapting to, it's not going to be end of the world adapting to this car whatsoever. For what it gives you, the smiles for miles, it's great. One thing that's really funny, they haven't changed this. You can't see it, huh? Let me move that picture a little bit. There you go. This thing hasn't changed since the dawn of, here you go. This right here, the latch for the door, I just find it really weird. No matter what car you're looking at, they all have this. They haven't changed the design. That's the safety latch for your door when it locks. That hasn't changed. Look at a Lamborghini, look at a BMW, look at a Honda. They're all the same. It's just weird. They all have the same like hexel screws and the same design. I don't know. That's gonna call my attention. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back here. Okay. I got it. Get this straight. So, anyways, beautiful car. Beautiful. Well, I mean, a lot of cars have that, but it's still nice. Does it light up? It probably does. Woo-wee. Look at this thing. Look at it. It's nice. The BMW mirrors, the M3 mirrors, beautiful. I don't know. I think it's a gorgeous car. So, anyways, it's one of the lucky few. Well, hopefully not few. Lucky many that'll be able to purchase this vehicle and have it. I can have my congratulations. I think it's fantastic. If you're thinking about what car do you want to get, it's not an SUV. It's not a 2-door, and it kind of just, I mean, look at the back of it. It's not the most sleepy car, but I think it just, I think it looks aggressive, but not that aggressive. And if you get it in different color, I do like this color, to be honest with you. It looks really sharp on it. I think it's a fantastic car. I cannot fly it. If you have something you don't like about it, let me know. Okay, if you're going to talk about it might break down, look, it has a warranty. Okay, that's all I can say about it. Okay, everything breaks down. I mean, if you push the performance to the limit, things will break down. I don't know. But so far, I think it's a fantastic vehicle. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, take care out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.